Hey guys, it's Burgas here, and in this video I'm going to share with you one strategy that I'm working on. It's still in the progress, but if you have some idea how you can speed up this strategy, you can just write it in the comments below. The strategy that I'm going to show you is something that you can actually make like 100k gems, even as a free-to-play player. And obviously, the only way this thing can be achieved or somebody to get 100k gems from nowhere is actually Pet Auction House. So we're going to start first, basically with the Pet Auction House, where somebody can buy your pet and you're going to receive gems, if I remember right. But the person is buying with pet coins, you're going to receive gems. Obviously, there's going to be also some cuts there. So what is the strategy? First of all, you don't have to do nothing. I mean, it sounds strange, but for your main account, you basically have to do nothing, because there's going to be farms involved in this thing. When you're having your pets, for example, you're working over your seraphic fire truck, okay? And you're trying to get the pet skill and you're doing some regeneration. For example, this pet, you want to regenerate this pet and get like two, something like this, like one spell that you're going to sacrifice and one that you're going to upgrade so you can extract the talent skill. I think this everybody know that, but in the process, when you're doing your regeneration, from time to time, if you're lucky, you may hit something like this seraphic fire truck. As you can see, this pet is 8 swords. I'm going to be available to actually sell this pet. If I remember right, only will be in action pet fruit, blah blah blah. Last time I checked, I was able to actually sell this pet, but I guess right now it's not meeting the requirements. The requirements is to have 705. Sorry about that. To have 705 in total of three skills, but this don't matter. Still, I'm going to be able to try to maybe sell this sapphire fire truck to my farm. The point is you're selling your pet to your farm. Oh my god, sorry about that, but I get confused. This pet should be able to get sold, but right now I'm not able. 200, 264, 170. Yeah, it's just not enough. But anyway, the point I'm trying to say here, and the strategy is going to still working, is when you're doing some regeneration, you're going to receive what is this thing? You're going to receive a new pet, right? And if you get a pet that you can sell in the auction house, just save it. Don't put it in the auction house, just save it. Because the majority of the pets here, I'm not gonna lie, it's not going to get sold. Look at all these pets, just going to sit here. Now there is going to be some extreme situation where this pet, for example, is having like decent luck. The agility are very bad. I don't know why somebody is actually buying this thing, but maybe they have the reasons for the rest of the skills. But 1-star pets is not selling that much right now. I'm just looking who is buying, who is selling. The point is you're getting a pet that is going to be able to be put it in the auction house and with your farm to actually buy this pet. This is the point that I'm trying to make in this video. So you're having a pet, like for example I do. I have just one right now. I have no idea why rest is not able, but I have this one. I can just put it in the auction house and I can buy it with my farm. So the question comes is how your farm is going to get that many pet coins, correct? Now I'm going to jump over my farm. So I'm already in my farm. How you can get pet skills with your farm? At least this is the moment where you can actually share what you have an idea and etc. One of the ways is obviously having some good heroes to be able to go and do some pet hunting. When you go and you can basically collect. Now I expand my farm by a lot because I have some gems, but I really don't need to my farm gems for my farm, so I expand here the pet slots, and whatever I actually get I can just, you know, throw it away. For example, this one, maybe I'm going to save this one. I can actually free this one. You get the idea. You get some pet coins. So far I actually have like 12k coins. The process is slow, not gonna lie, the process is slow, but I think in like I really don't know after how much time you're going to be able to actually achieve the amount of coins needed to buy your pet in the auction house from your main account. This is what we're looking to do, to buy the pet with your farm from your main account. Now there is other ways. Always try to grab these things that are on the floor, and this is one of the other places where you can get some decent amount of skill cards that you can sell to get some extra profit. I mean extra coins. I get follow up this spell. I'm going to sell this one. I basically don't need any kind of spells to my pet. I'm going to make one more draw, and yeah, so this is one of the places. Obviously gather as much pet as you can. The moment you capture some pets, you can just, for example, this one is going out, this one is going in, and maybe there's going to be a heart. Especially if you catch a new pet, there's going to be a heart over the pet, which is going to increase these coins. And basically when you clean, when you interact with your pet, from some gifts, I don't know, from gifts, should I actually get something here? Oh, we get more coins like this. Oh. Anyway, this is one of the ways that you can get more coins that you can it's not actually, it's a pet token, sorry about that, and you can go and do some gift draws to actually get some good spells that you can actually sell. The other place is the merits. Now if you go in your alliance, opening this tab, opening the merits tab, here you're going to see what you can actually buy. By the way, this minus 70% is very nice. 30 gems for one of these regeneration potion is very nice, but you can go and buy these pet skills that are on weekly base. I still actually need to buy this one, and whatever you're buying here, you're selling this one with merits. Now here comes the question, but Burgas, how I can actually get enough merits? This is a very nice question, and one of the ways I actually decide to do it is I sent to my farm a dragon ticket. It may sound stupid, but it's like 2.99 2.99, and with this one ticket I actually get Maggrat. Maggrat is a merit sprinter. First of all, it's a marksman. Marksman is having so much attack, they're making so much merits, and yeah, just boosting the Maggrat. Right now she's like 511 for my account, especially for this one. And I pair her with Nico. Where is my bad boy Nico? Which is like 532. And this one, I don't know why it's not open. I'm going to open the was spell, and Nico is going to have this one is very nice spell, by the way. So it's like 5331. And Maggrat and Nico is going to merit farm my main account. Since in my main account I'm like 150 million, so it's not going to be an issue. I have like 1.3 million free healing every day, so before the KVK start I can just do some merits farm. And by merits farm I mean my farms is going to merit farm my main account. Like this I'm going to be able to actually purchase those skills. Sometimes it's like this type of skills, sometimes it's a very nice one. For example, like these roars, there's extremely expensive pet skills that appear from time to time that cost maybe 5k, maybe 7k. at 1 star, and you can sell it and keep gathering these pet coins. So the moment you actually get enough pet coins, you can put your pets that you have from your main account from just casual regenerating and extracting the talent skill. If you get lucky, obviously, you can do that, and you can put it in the auction house. Or if some pet gets deprecated, what I mean by that is, you know, new pets are coming in Call of Dragons, but some new pets are so good that they can outperform the old pets for specific legions. So if you end up in situation like, for example, I have like 2 Sapphire Fardrak, and I actually use Lilia Velin. I don't use Lilia Thea, Wodir Velin like back in the days. With Lilia Thea, Wodir Velin, you actually need 2 Sapphire Fardrak, but if you're using just one legion that is having Scorch and Hair Frost, you're basically going to need just one Sapphire Fardrak. So I'm going to sell it to my farm, and I'm slowly building my little empire with these pet coins. And this is not the only farm that is working in this direction. Also, this farm, which is a new one, Burgas Mini, is also working in this direction. It's more weak farm. It's still hard to kill level 30 pets, because the minimum level, something that I noticed, is level 30 for the pets. It's going to be extremely hard to find level 12 or level 70 pets. The majority of the cases, like 99%, is going to be level 30 or above pets. So yeah, every day I'm finishing my pets, my warrants with my farms. I'm trying to get something like extra pet coins. I'm working over the legions that is going to farm my main account. Maybe I'm going to invest in the Lilia to increase this spell, just to make it for 1.2k and have decent percentage for Scorch. My Velen is a well builded, so you know, Nico, Maggrat, and Lilia Velen is just going to do the work. When I send my cavalry, I'm sending cavalry because they have less counterattack from the infantry. The majority of the of the heroes that are infantry have crazy counterattack, but maybe because I actually put heroes that's having counterattack, I'm going to think about twice over infantry or cavalry from my main account what my farm is going to farm. But I think this is a decent strategy that still is in progress. I just decided to share it with you guys. But definitely when the time comes and I'm able to buy a pet with my farm, I'm going to make a separate video. But this can actually take like 2-3 months, maybe 4 months, maybe 5 months, maybe half year. I really don't know. It's strongly depending over the luck. And also what is going to be presented in the merit shop, because in the merit shop is where actually the quality pet skills appear. I don't think you're going to be catching this spell from a pet that you catch outside. It's going to be extremely rare, this thing to appear. And yeah, so yeah guys, this will be for this video and the small strategy that I'm working on. Let me know your opinion in the comments below. Maybe some suggestion if you want to give it. And yeah, I wish you a great day and see you in the next video.